Okay, so Linda McMahon has resigned from her position in the WWE to seek a Senate seat. I've read some of the commentary, from former wrestlers, and you get people who are scared because they're like, oh man, that means Vince is near the Senate. So, you think, what, all of a sudden it's going to be people like fighting in the House of Congress? Personally, and a lot of people have already attacked Linda because they'll show footage of like her on the show, and she's almost never on the show. They're like, oh, here's the footage of her kicking a guy in her groin. Is that who you'd want to vote for? Okay. How does acting and kicking somebody in the groin really disqualify someone from being in a political office? Her and her husband have pretty much run a giant business from the ground up, entirely revolutionized a sports entertainment industry, have branched that out into mainstream media as opposed to it being more kind of a fringe society sort of deal. Traveling into foreign countries and actually taking athletes from around the world and making an organization based off of them. Actually doing lots of charitable work, working with charitable organizations, helping get people signed up to vote. The SmackDown Your Vote currently, last time I've read any information, done a better job than Rock the Vote. And Rock the Vote uses rock stars who are a lot more mainstream. So apparently she has she just has a hand in getting the youth of America excited about something. And maybe even, mildly educated about something. Raw had the presidential candidates on. They're like, oh, but, do you want someone to have a hand in healthcare reform when all of her people are using drugs? Okay. So, the wellness reforms that they kind of created themselves, that they actually fine people for drug use, and they actually suspend people for drug use. People have actually been fired over their drug use. Yeah, someone who's actually dealing with people who are using or abusing prescription drugs. That's the person I really don't want having to have any sort of say in, healthcare. Someone who's actually dealing with people who, might be abusing painkillers, might be abusing narcotics of some sort. I want someone who actually has had any sort of business expertise. We've got a bad economy, but I don't want anybody in any sort of political office who's actually run a company from the ground up, who's taken it from being a territory to a global industry. I don't want that person running for something. I don't. No. I don't want somebody who actually has a depth of real-world experience. That's what I don't want. I want someone who's been a career politician. I want someone who's just going to want to entirely hold up the status quo of politics. Yeah, that's the person I want to vote for. I don't want to vote for anyone who's got a new, fresh idea. Everyone goes, what with Jesse Ventura? I'll be honest, Jesse Ventura did a lot of amazing things. When he put on like a welfare cap, he told people, if you don't like it, you know what? Move to Illinois. Which sucks because I live in Illinois. So we actually got a lot more welfare cases because people who are lifetime welfares decided to just come on over. Where, hey, as long as government's paying to keep you here and put food in your bellies, take care of, most of your needs, you're going to constantly vote for the government that wants to constantly go, you know what? No. Don't progress forward. Just stay where you are. And we'll constantly make sure government's going to be there to give you a little bit of money. Don't get educated. No. You don't do that, no. So, just because of the fact that she's, related to professional wrestling, people are like, oh man, that's going to suck. You look at her husband, she's been with the womanizer. He's cheated on her. Okay, so now it's the reverse. Normally it's the wife of the cheating politician, and she will be the wife politician with the former cheating husband. You know, do I think she could do a pretty good job? I don't know what her platform is. Currently, I don't. Do I think she has interesting ideas? Yes. Do I think that she, at the same time, would actually have a decent say? And, you know, I said her kids are well educated. She must know something about education. She went from kind of being poor and broke to being filthy rich. You know, she actually has part of the actual quote unquote American dream story where she's doing what she loves and she's able to make a ton of money at it. She's also probably anti-lawyer, which would be good. Need someone who has dealt with having to almost create some sort of a healthcare system within their portion of the industry. Knows about the economics of running a major company and knows about it from the ground up. You know, our economy sucks. You know what you really need? Somebody who knows how to make money regardless of how the economy is running. So you got someone who's dealt with healthcare in some fronts, economy. You know what? Someone who's smart, who has well-educated children, who actually likes to have, who's probably going to have well-educated grandchildren. You know, that means she probably knows a bit about education too. So you have healthcare, the economy, education. Plus, she's gone overseas and spent time with the troops, so she might have some idea of what military personnel on the ground are actually dealing with. I mean, that says a lot. If you go into a foreign country and you're dealing with the people of the foreign country, you have a pretty good idea of what's going on. If you deal with the troops when they're in a foreign country, pretty good idea of what they're actually dealing with. Not what the media's telling you, and not what, you know, their bosses are saying. So she's got her feet on the ground, and you know what? She kind of knows how to make other things work. Like, I don't know what her exact platform is, but I think to entirely discount her because of the fact that she's tied to the WWE is absolutely a horrifying thing whenever I read it. People are like, oh, you know, this is, no. She has an entertainment background. I mean, do you really want to have somebody like that? But, you know, people are narrow-minded, and as long as they don't actually want to learn anything about somebody and just want to hear buzzwords, we'll continue to be mired where we are in this country.